Adam,
Hello.
how long have you been down training at Jennings?
It's been about 3 months now.
So how are you finding it?
Yeah, I find it great. They're great lads to be in the gym with. Not only that, I'm learning so much as well. You know, the things we're doing is totally different to what I've done before, and it's just the attention to detail that I love. You know, things just like hand movements, feet movements, and going back to basics a little bit. I think going back to basics in boxing is neglected a little bit. Everybody's trying to rush too forward, you know, catching the shots, coming back. Whereas if you just concentrate on some of the basics and just getting back to a bit like the old school boxing of what you need to be doing when you're fighting. You know,
well, it seems to be paying off here because you seem to be in a similar mould to Matty Askins and Jack Armfield. You've been around boxing a long time, probably been in the wilderness a little bit over the last couple of years through injuries and things, and it seems to be done them a world of good. You know,
yeah.
One of them's already a British champion, and the other one is on the verge of fighting for it.
Exactly, you know, and it's a little bit as inspiration as well, because Jack Armfield got the exact same injury as me, had to have time out of the ring, the exact same as me. You know, if there's anyone that I can kind of look at and see similarities between me and them, it's Jack. You know, and what he's done the last 12 months, I think he's totally turned his career around, and I think he's shown a lot of people what he can do. You know, and surprised a good few as well, which is exactly what I want to do. You know, I don't think there's any better feeling than proving people wrong. So
I think he's even said it himself. He was at a stage where he was looking at walking away from boxing, and I mean, I've bumped into you over the last couple of years at several different gyms, and it's just not been right for you, has it?
No, it hasn't, and which is unfortunate. You can only, it's like trial and error, you can only try, you know, and sometimes I was trying and it just wasn't quite right. You know, it might have been a few little things, but it just wasn't quite right. Whereas I've been here 3 months, and I think the difference and just the way they've approached me, spoke to me, you know, I can't agree with them anymore. You know, so hopefully this is where it's going to end, and this will be where my future is.
Because, like you say, you know, on the possibilities of having 2 British champions before the end of the year, which is, we speaking to them at the end of last year, talking about that as a slight chance. Yeah. Now it's a real possibility, and they believe that you're of that level and that calibre to be maybe perhaps a 3rd British champion.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'll happen within the next 12 months as well. I think I just need a couple more. I need to get back to what I'm good at. I need to get back to, you know, I used to be quite, in a sense, flamboyant, a little tad bit arrogant to a certain extent, but in a good way. And I think I need to get that back a little bit because it suits my style of fighting. And I think I lost that along the way. Whereas I definitely think I'm getting it back, and you know, I think there'll be a massive difference in me. I actually can't wait to show people.
So you definitely found your mojo then?
I think so, yeah. I mean, the boys in the gym are saying that you know, how impressed they are with me and stuff. So you know, and that's nice to hear off them. But I'm nowhere near the way I can be at. You know, I'm nowhere near. I've got so much more. So.
Well, when was your last fight? Was that against Glenfort?
Yeah, Glenfort in December.
Was that eliminated for the British title?
Yeah, it was a British title eliminator. Yeah, and you know, it wasn't a great performance. I'll happily say that. And I deserve to lose on that performance alone. You know, I'm not going to be one of that's just going to make excuses. I'll hold my hands up, and you know, I got beat, and that's because the performance was terrible. You know, you can't get away with doing stuff like that in boxing. You train as hard as you can, but it's one night, and if that one night doesn't go to plan, or you're off on that one night, then you get beat. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's a tough sport, isn't it?
And it's hard, but you've got to go away. You know, again, I did the Jack Armfield thing of maybe thinking, where am I going, what am I going to do? You know, 'cause it's a tough sport financially and hard on day-to-day life. You know, training, sparring. I absolutely love it. You know, I wouldn't change it for the world, but when other things are coming in, and you know, it's tough. So I had to reassess, I had to look what was best. It took me a while, and I eventually come here, and I honestly believe, no disrespect to anybody, but this was the best move for me, and they believe in me and I believe in them. So.
Well, like I said, I was quite surprised when I asked you before. I said, how old are you? Because you've been around in the game a long time, and you're 26.
I'm 26, yeah.
Well, you know, realistically, you're still probably, you know, 12 to 18 months away from peaking. So realistically, you know, this is, it seems to have done wonders for your other two stable mates, and not only that, you've got the likes of Scott Fitzgerald, Luke Blackledge has just started down here as well. So it could be a thriving gym.
Exactly, yeah, and it is thriving. I think the lads that have come in from where they were to where they are now, I think it just shows where the gym's going and the potential that's in the gym. I think it's only going to get better. So, you know, we all thrive off each other, and we all work together, and we all want the best for each other. So it's good, and especially with me, Jack, and Matty coming from Blackpool area as well. You know, we're all so local that, you know, it's great for the local area.
Were you down there on Saturday night when we had our show?
Yeah, I was.
Cracking show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
Fine performance by Scott.
Yeah, it was a great shot. That right hand over the top was a great shot. You know, I could see him looking for it, just slipping against a taller opponent as well, and he just angled it right over the top. It was
well, as I was saying to him, you know, the guy's been stopped a few times, not that many, but usually when it has happened, it's been by the bigger guys, you know, super middleweights and light heavyweights. So for Scott as a light middleweight, you know, that's a big statement.
Fans like can Scott. I've done quite a bit of sparring with him, and he can whack. So. That's a good spar as well, you know. He's a talented lad, Scott.
Very much so.
He's definitely one that can go on and go through it all. You know, it's just.
So when we're going to see you out?
1st of September, I think.
And where's that going to be?
That's going to be in Blackpool. So I'm just heading towards that. Obviously, I am boxing since December, and I literally I can't wait to get back. I can't wait to get back and get good at what I'm doing and what I love. So I'm going to show a few people.
All right, Adam. Look forward to seeing you out then.
Thank you.
Take care, mate.